Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and someone recently reached out to me and specifically requested that I review the new Aeon Pro X and Nexus Pro X, so I'm gonna. They were at my local Walmart. So, we have the Aeon Pro X. Pretty snazzy looking. There are a lot of changes, from what I understand, and I'm kind of looking forward to one. They're now saying 150 feet. It has slam fire now, apparently, which the original one did not, as far as I know. And then the internals are just a completely different system. It also does come with a scar barrel, so that's pretty neat. There'll maybe be some other changes. I do have an original one here that I will compare it to, though I don't know if the original one is stock internal, so I probably won't compare the power. But let's get this thing out, take a look at it. Right, so what all is included? Well, we got the blaster, of course. We've got one 12-round magazine, which to the world looks like a Talon mag. This thing, that thing, it is a Talon mag, I think. Fits in that. Or the Talon mag. Yeah. They're just standard Talon mags now. The catch is in the lower position. It has a Talon mag geometry, so enough. Apparently, worker doesn't mind. Who does? It does come with a scar barrel, and it is their new style, which, like the worker scar barrel, will fit on most metal barrels, and it will also fit into the, just plug in the front there. Very, very nice. Big upgrade, stock attachment point, in my opinion. Everything should have the option to have the stock, whether it comes with one or not. The original one did not, and that was a flaw, in my opinion. So that is nice. This also comes with an odd key shape O-ring, which is the result of this thing having an interesting, very interesting internals, which I probably won't show off in this video, but I will at least allude to. Another major change, it is half dart only. It no longer has the backwards compatibility, which I applaud, honestly. The ability to fire either half or full lengths was neat, but it comes with a lot of drawback. That backwards compatibility to fire full length darts very severely limits the potential of the blaster in a lot of ways. It never fires either quite as well as it could. If you make it just for full lengths or just for half lengths, you're going to get better in both worlds. Now, it is called the Aeon Pro X, and you would think that it's basically just an upgraded version of this, but you'll notice there's a lot of differences. One, it's firing from a lower position. It's not firing from the upper barrel like this one does. It fires from a lower barrel that this doesn't even have. And that has to do with how they reworked the internals. And I am looking forward to getting into this and taking a look at it. From my understanding, they have simplified the internals and yet managed to make them far more efficient. The way a lot of these blasters previously worked, there was additional areas where things would leak, because if you look at it, the bolt moves back and it moves back into the plunger tube and pushes back the plunger head, and the plunger head catches and this goes forward. So there's a seal here at the barrel, there is a seal where the bolt slides into the plunger tube, and then of course there's the seal of the plunger itself. This eliminates that middle point somehow, which is pretty neat. But it means that the plunger tube is up here, but the barrel actually fires here. So it's similar to, like, I think the Lynx operates in a similar way, where the plunger tube is above where the blaster actually fires. I could be wrong about that, but it's pretty neat. 2 mag releases, one where you can reach it with your hand that's on the blaster, which will drop the mag, and the other one where I prefer it, the thumb release, so you can easily pull it out and not drop your mag and store it in a mag pouch, if you will. It does come with standard Tactical Strike Adventure Force DartZone blasters, because despite having Pro in the name, this is not actually part of the DartZone Pro line. It is part of the Adventure Force Tactical Strike line. And we can perhaps adjust our expectations based on that, but I suspect what that's going to do is result in this exceeding our expectations considerably more. It also comes with iPro in my colors and adjustable. I like that. I very much appreciate that Adventure Force or that DartZone is including iPro with all of their higher powered blasters, because this blaster, you absolutely should not operate this without iPro. You shouldn't shoot it at someone who's not wearing iPro. Another minor change, but I like it. The slide has a better part here to catch the hand for that top prime, and I like that. This one didn't have quite as much. It was easier for your hand to kind of slide over the top, or it kind of hooked on these, and it wasn't, in my opinion, as comfortable. It also has slappy slide, which is that was kind of the artifact of it being able to fire both full length and half length. This doesn't have that because it doesn't need to be able to fire both. It also does apparently, has slam fire, which this one did not. If you had the trigger pulled, it just won't catch. So you could kind of, I don't know if that would work. Pretty sure it wouldn't. So slam fire is neat. All right, I have rambled far too much already. Let's get some fips. Right, we're gonna give it 3 without the scar barrel and then 3 with the scar barrel, just to see what kind of effect the scar barrel has. 169, 169, 166. So, yeah, it's got some chutzpah. 156, 156, 160. So you lose a little with the scar barrel. We're gonna go to the range and see how much of a difference in accuracy the scar barrel makes. Is that drop in FPS worth it? To the range! Right, here on the range, we have the fancy targets set up. I didn't think to bring a stock. I could go grab one, but that seems like it would be cheating. I just noticed I got the swivel inserts for a sling swivel right there as well. Anyway, should probably put a magazine if I want to be able to actually hit anything. And first we're just going to go for ping. I can hit something. Can I get the 50? Oh, a little low. Remember, it shoots from a lower barrel. Ooh. There it is. 75. Oh, just a hair low. Oh, 75 out of the box. That's fabulous. We hit a bottle. Oh, nope, not that low. Remember, figuring out the sight picture is pretty much the hardest part because it fires from that low barrel and I'm at a relatively close range. See if we can hit. Oh. One more. I got it! That is fantastic. I definitely would prefer a stock. I'd prefer something pump action. But if you're looking for something a little bit more compact, or you like a top prime, I mean, that's just glorious. The big thing is figuring out your sight picture, and that's just practice. You practice with your blaster and you learn, you know, where does it actually go based on all of that. That is lovely. We'll put another mag through it. That first mag was the brand new, fresh darts that it came with. These, nary so much. And it still shoots straight. Oh, come on. Ah, now. 50. Yes, 75. Come on, 75. I don't know where that went. Could be anywhere. 3 more. Oh, too low. Haha, ping, ping. Lovely, lovely. Definitely, in my opinion, head and shoulders over the original. Well done, DartZone. You've outdone yourselves. We're gonna talk about it some more. I don't really have much more to say. I'll come up with something. I forgot to compare with and without scar barrel. Problem is, I am not a marksman and this is not a precision range, but I will try to get some idea if I feel it's making a difference. Ultimately, it's going to come down to you, but let's see. We're just gonna shoot the 25 with a scar barrel and have no idea where my sight picture is. Not a clue where my sight picture is. There we go. Okay. One more. This isn't going to tell us anything. We're going to take it off, see what happens. I'll be honest, at 25 feet, I don't see a huge difference. It also does have slam fire, which I don't remember until later in a different video, so you'll see it there. Editing is magic. Now I'm gonna go talk about it. Right, what are my thoughts now that I've actually played with it? I am incredibly impressed. It's a fabulous blaster by itself, but when you compare it to the previous iteration and you look at all the improvements both in ergonomics and function and quality, it's definitely less creaky, feels less cheap. This had a lot of wobble in like the grip area. This does not. This is much more solid. It's still not as solid as, say, like a Seagull or a Unicorn or a Harrier or the Worker ones, but this is 25 bucks and those are 150, 160, 200 bucks. So what you're getting out of this for the price is baffling how good this is. The way DartZone has paid attention to the engineering that our hobby has done with various turnaround design blasters, this thing is baffling. That lower barrel is a little bit difficult to get used to. I had troubles with that, but that again is just a matter of practice, learning where your sight picture is, drilling with that particular blaster so you know where to aim to make the blaster hit where you want it to hit. Stock attachment point, awesome. The thread mounts, I noticed it does have the brass inserts if you wanted to put in a swivel sling mount. Very, very cool. You could probably put that even if you had a stock on. You'd have to drill a hole in the stock where that is, but that wouldn't be difficult. Doesn't have quick spring swap, but then neither did the original, so does have more rail. That's cool. Rail on the bottom, which the other one did not, which would make building a pump kit for this probably a lot easier as you have something to mount to down here. I have no doubt people have pump kits out yesterday. I'm definitely going to have to check and see what Xfox Games has for these. I know I saw they had something for the Nexus Pro X. I don't know about the Aeon. As soon as I'm done filming this, I will go see what they have and order it, and then they'll no doubt refund my money and just give me stuff. Take my money, Xfox, you fiend. Anyway, I am very, very impressed. Didn't see a huge difference between Scar Barrel and no Scar Barrel, but I was shooting at close range with not the best darts, and I'm half blind in my left eye, so who knows what I'm seeing. It's also fairly short, so it may not have made that much of a difference, but I'm sure people who are better marksmen than me might say otherwise. The fact that the magazines are now just straight up Talons, that's cool. They finally got there. I don't know why that, I don't know the details, and I don't care. It's good, it's cool. These will work with anything that will take a standard Talon mag, so very cool. I am impressed, especially, again, 25 bucks off the shelf at Walmart. That's amazing. So, well done, DartZone, once again. Thank you for watching.